ഹലോ ഹായ് ആൻഡ് വെൽക്കം ടു മൈ ചാനൽ. ഏവർക്കും എൻ്റെ ചാനലിലേക്ക് സ്വാഗതം. So today I am going to start up with radiotherapy MCQs, and followed with that I have a few queries or an unbelievable news to share with all my viewers. I have started a few of the WhatsApp groups. I have started up about 5 WhatsApp group, and the first group is related with radiography coaching. Those who need any coaching or any classes to be taken can be join that group, that is radiography coaching. The second group is all about HCPC, that is we will be discussing about HCPC registration, and we will be answering for all the queries related with HCPC registration. And the third group is related with CMRT queries, that is Canadian Association registration. And all about the queries will be discussed in the CMRT query group. And the fourth group is the CORU or the Ireland registration group. So all about the CORU registration will be discussed in that group. And the most and the highlighted group is the NHS interview group. That is all the NHS questions and answers, means a group discussion will be happening in this group. And those who wish to join all these groups can just personal message me. I'll be putting my WhatsApp number in my description box so that you can contact me personally. When you contact me personally, I'll be sharing the link of that group and you can join that group. And if you have any other queries or any other topics to be included as if like MCQ, you can just either mail me or WhatsApp me. I'll be considering that topics to my upcoming sessions. And another important news is to share is related with pharmacy vacancy. If you have any friends who have qualified pharmacy and means graduate and above, means graduate, post graduation or PharmD, who are having any of the license, either DHA, Prometric or whatever it is the license for GCC. If they are searching for the jobs, just suggest to them my email address or my WhatsApp number and ask them to send their CVs. Along with that, we are upcoming radiographer vacancies also there, so that I'll be sharing this vacancy materials in my new venture, that is I have started up with an FB group, that is Success for Radiographers. All about that group is for uplifting the radiographic community, and it is all about for all the academics, all the career opportunities, all the classes, lectures, academics, everything will be discussed in the Success for Radiographers group. You just follow my FB page. FB page is same as my name, that is Parvati Tejas. You just follow my page and join my group. It's my new venture or the next venture for my life. That means I only assure is that, or only intention behind is that for uplifting the radiography community to great and great heights. As if you all are liking my videos, if you all are liking, please don't forget to share among your friends, colleagues, and subscribe and enable the bell icon too, so that you will receive the notifications of all the videos I am uploading. So patiently watch till the end and stay tuned. We begin the radiotherapy tutoring. Let's see the questions. Question number 47. Radioactivity is option A, irreversible process, option B, self-disintegration process, option C, spontaneous, and option D is all of the above. The answer is option D, all of the above. So let's see the explanation. That is, radioactivity is an emission of the ionizing radiation or the particles caused by the spontaneous disintegration of the atomic nuclei. So all these above corresponds to radioactivity. Moving on to the next question, question number 48. The half-life of radioactive element depends upon option A, temperature, option B, pressure, option C, both of the above, and option D, none of the above. The answer is option D, none of the above. Since the half-life of a substance doesn't depend upon the amount, temperature and the pressure, it only depends upon the nature of the substance. So the half-life of the radioactive element does not depend on the above options. It only depends upon the nature of the substance. Moving on to the next question, question number 49. Curie is a unit of option A, energy of gamma rays, option B, half-life, option C, radioactivity, and option D, intensity of gamma rays. The answer is option C, radioactivity. So, as you all have studied from your schooling, that Curie is a unit for radioactive decay, and 1 Curie is defined as the radioactivity of 1 gram of pure radium-226, which is equivalent to 3.7 into 10 raised to 10 decays per second, and this Curie is officially replaced by the becquerel in 1975. Moving on to the next question, question number 51. Boron rods in a nuclear reactor is used to option A to absorb excess neutrons, option B to absorb alpha particles, option C slow down the reaction, and option D speed up the reaction. The answer is option A, absorb excess neutrons. So, the boron is widely used in nuclear power as a neutron absorber material, thereby creating the possibility of controlling a nuclear reactor by changing the neutron multiplication factor. So, in order to avoid the neutron multiplication factor, this boron is used in the nuclear power to absorb these neutrons. So what is the purpose of a boron rod in nuclear reactor is to absorb the excess neutrons. Moving on to the next question, question number 52. Isotopes are atoms having option A, same number of protons but different number of neutrons. Option B, same number of neutrons but different number of protons. And option C, same number of neutrons and protons. And option D is none of the above. The answer is option A, same number of protons but different number of neutrons. So let's see the explanation. That is isobars. We will see each one in detail. That is isobars are the elements with same mass number but different atomic number. Isomers are elements with same molecular formula but different structure. Whereas isotopes are elements with same atomic number and different atomic mass number. And isotones are elements with same number of neutrons but different number of protons. Moving on to the next question, question number 47. The process of destroying the cancer cells with the help of radiation is option A, radiotherapy, option B, physiotherapy, option C, uroplasty, and option B is rehabilitation. The answer is option A, radiotherapy. So radiotherapy is the process by which the cancerous cells of a body are killed. So in advanced modality is a medical linear accelerator, that is a LINAC, is a device which is used for external beam radiation treatment for patients with cancer, and it delivers high energy X-rays, that is megavolt X-rays or electrons to the region of the patient's tumor. So the mode of beaming LINAC is X-ray, that is high energy X-rays or electrons. Whereas in the case of cobalt therapy, which is the old modality, or in some hospital now it is having cobalt therapy is there, is a medical use of gamma rays from an isotope, radioisotope, that is cobalt 60, to treat the conditions such as cancer. So the mode of beaming cobalt unit is gamma rays. And beginning in the 1950s, cobalt was widely used in external beam radiation therapy, that is teletherapy machine, which produce a beam of gamma rays which are directed to the patient's body to kill the tumor tissue. Question number 48. Why are the fast dividing cells more easily targeted? Option A, due to the high protein and carbohydrate content of the cell. Option B, due to the higher energy of the cell. Option C, due to the low energy of the cells. And option D is due to the high oxygen content of the cell. The answer is option B, due to the high energy of the cell. Let's see the explanation. If a cell is fast dividing, then it produces and consumes higher energy. As you all know, radiation is also a form of energy. It is a form of energy that have the ability to penetrate and ionize. Thus, a high energy cell thereby ends up by absorbing these radiation. So that's why the radiation is used as a treatment for cancer. Question number 49. When radiation therapy is done to reduce the effect of cancer is called as option A, mutative treatment, option B, reduction treatment, option C, palliative treatment, and option D is genesis treatment. The answer is option C, palliative treatment. There are two types of treatment in radiotherapy. First is the palliative treatment. Palliative treatment is a radiotherapy to relieve the symptoms. Is also known as palliative radiotherapy. So the radiotherapy which is given only to relieve from the symptoms is known as palliative radiotherapy, and its aim is to shrink the cancer and to slow down its growth or to control the symptoms. It doesn't aim to cure cancer. Depending upon the type of cancer you have or how it has been spread, you might have external or internal radiation therapy. Radiotherapy, as in the case of palliative, it can be either external or internal, and in this palliative radiotherapy is to shrink the cancer or slow down its growth or to control the symptoms. Whereas in the case of radical radiotherapy, radiotherapy uses high energy rays, that is the X-rays or the gamma rays, to destroy the cancer cells while doing as little harm as possible to the normal cells. So, the main aim of radiotherapy is to give the maximum dose to the tumor tissue with minimal dose to the surrounding normal tissue. And the radical radiotherapy means uses high dose of this treatment to try to cure the cancer. So radical radiotherapy is simply means to cure the cancer, and palliative radiotherapy is to get relief from the symptoms caused by that cancer. Moving on to the next question, question number 50. What radiation occur when the electrons are used in radiotherapy? As I said before, in LINAC we are using high energy X-rays as well as electrons. So what is the role of these electrons will be seen. The first option is ionizing radiation, option B is gamma rays, option C is Bremsstrahlend radiation, and option C is infrared rays. The answer is option C, Bremsstrahlend radiation. Let's see the discussion. When an electron moves towards the body, it has a charge and an energy. As you all know, electrons are negative charge. On collision with the body, it releases some of its energy and changes its direction. This released energy is given out as radiation, and this is Bremsstrahlend radiation. Question number 51. What is the oxygen effect? Option A is detrimental effect of oxygen in the presence of therapeutic radiation. Option B is a positive effect of oxygen in absence of therapeutic radiation. Option C is enhancement effect of oxygen in presence of therapeutic radiation. And option D is presence of oxygen during radiation treatment. The answer is option A, enhancement effect of oxygen in presence of therapeutic radiation. Let's see the discussion. When the radiation are used to destroy the cancerous cells, they inflict a certain amount of damage on the cells at a certain dosage. So when a radiation is given, certain amount of damage will occur in a certain dosage, and the same amount of damage is inflicted upon them at a lower dosage
in the presence of oxygen. So this is called the oxygen effect, and it is calculated as the ratio between the damage done in hypoxic condition. Hypoxic condition means the absence of oxygen to the damage in oxygen condition. So when a radiation is given to destroy a cancer cell, it will result in a small damage in a certain dosage to the same amount of damage happened with a lower dosage in the presence of oxygen. That ratio is known as oxygen effect or the oxygen enhancement ratio. Moving on to the next question number 52. There are two cells. Consider there are two cells, one with oxygen enhancement ratio as 2.5 and other with 7. Which cell is more sensitive to radiation? Option A, the cell with oxygen enhancement ratio 2.5. Option B, the cell with oxygen enhancement ratio 7. And option C, both the cells. And option D, insufficient data. The answer is option A, the cell with oxygen enhancement ratio 2.5. Let's see the explanation. The cells that are having lower oxygen enhancement ratio are more sensitive to radiation. This is because a higher amount of dosage is required to destroy the cell in hypoxic condition, means absence of oxygen, as compared to the amount of dosage required to do the same damage in oxygen. Since as you all know that a tumor cells are growing, since it is getting the blood supply, nutrients as well as the oxygen content. With that a tumor cells is growing. So a lower oxygen ratio will be more sensitive to radiation since it require a higher amount of radiation dose to destroy that cell since it is having absence of oxygen. Moving on to the next question number 53. Which is the commonest cancer among female? Option A, uterus, option B, tongue, option C, lung, and option D is breast. The answer is option D, breast. A projected number of patients in India over the year of 2020 is about 1 crore, and the most 5 leading sites are breast, lung, mouth, cervix and tongue. Moving on to the next question number 54. Which of the following therapeutic modes is commonly employed in intraoperative radiotherapy? Options A, electron, option B, photon, option C, X-rays and option D is gamma rays. The answer is option D, gamma rays. Let's see the explanation. Intraoperative radiation therapy is an intensive radiation treatment that is administered during surgery. It allows the direct radiation to the target area while sparing the normal surrounding tissue, and it is used to treat cancers that are difficult to remove during surgery and when there is a concern that microscopic amount of cancer may remain. In all those situations during the time of radiation, a small amount of radiation will be given to that area which sparing the normal tissue and which cannot be removed at the time of surgery.
With that, I'm winding up today's session. Those who wish to join this WhatsApp group, just WhatsApp me personally. I'll be giving my WhatsApp number and my email address in my description box. So patiently wait for my next update. Until then, stay safe, stay healthy, and patiently wait for my next update.